What's up, everybody? It's my GameCube 2 here talking about Sony's press conference at E3. I'm actually doing this a good week after E3, so if I forget anything at all, I apologize. But Sony's E3 was borderline boring, but whatever. It showed off a couple cool games. It's like, in order for me to enjoy Sony's conference, I had to be actually there at E3. Watching it at home, it was boredom. It was just boring as hell. But they showed off a couple games. I'm gonna make this video real fast. They showed off Killzone 3 in 3D. Of course, you have to have the glasses to see it in 3D. It looked okay. Another first-person shooter. I'm not a fan of those. They showed off. What else did they show off? They showed off. Well, right after that, basically, they showed off Heroes on the Move. Basically, well, not Heroes on the Move. That's a game for the Move. They showed off the PlayStation Move. The PlayStation Move is like the Wii. It is just like the Wii remote. Motion control, basically. You swing it, and he was showing off a Tiger Woods game, the golf. It seemed functional, better than the tall. I don't want to be, waving around or crap, but it was all right. It's basically a Wii remote, except with Sony buttons on it. That's all it is. He did say a couple games that was out before will be implementing a patch for the Move to be used on it. I think Resident Evil 5 was one of them. Anyways, it was overall pretty boring. I mean, they showed off Heroes on the Move, which is Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, and Ratchet and Clank all stuffed into one. It has potential, but the trailer didn't seem all that good, and it's being made with the Move in mind, the PlayStation Move, hence the name Heroes on the Move. That right there is already a turnoff. But it has potential. It really does have potential, but I'm waiting to see a little bit more on that. It didn't look too good from the trailer. Moving on, I can't really remember everything that happened. It was so boring. Basically, all they did was show montage after montage. They talked about the PSP, which I really don't care about. I do not care about the PSP at all. It's like a big waste of money, in my opinion. But it was pretty boring. Sony's conference. They talked about a new God of War game coming out, The Ghost of Sparta, for the PSP. So I was uninterested in that because it's for the PSP. And it was pretty boring. The only good I would say highlight of E3 for Sony was probably Kevin Butler when he came out. I mean, he came out and did his little stage thing, and it was all right. It was pretty funny. He's a funny guy. I like his commercials, but other than that, it was pretty boring. At the end, they did show off Twisted Metal. So yeah, there's a new Twisted Metal game coming out. Now, I played Twisted Metal 1 and 2. I love 2 to death. I love Twisted Metal 2. I really do love that game. I love Twisted Metal 2. So, Twisted Metal is just, right now it's titled Twisted Metal PS3. It's coming out soon, I think. Yeah, so it was pretty cool, So I think that's about it for Sony's. Like I said, I'm probably forgetting a whole bunch of stuff. Oh no, the Sly collection. Yeah, how can I forget that? I'm a Sly Cooper fan. They're coming out with the Sly collection for the PS3. It's going to be remastered in high definition. It's going to have Sly 1, 2, and 3 all in one. All they showed off was Sly 3, but Sly 1 and Sly 2 should be the same. Graphically, it looks about the same. It's just a little HD, plastered on there, and it's functional with the Move, which I will not be using. I don't care. But I already have Sly 1, 2, and 3 for the PS2. But why not get the remastered edition? I'm still thinking about it. I'm trying to think of something else. I know I didn't really pay much attention to Sony's conference that much. It was pretty boring, but it wasn't as bad as Microsoft's. But at least Microsoft's was full of laughs. Man, they had me cracking up. Sony's was just plain boring, but it still triumphed over Microsoft. So I'm gonna put Sony in between Nintendo and Microsoft because it was just boring. They had a few announcements here and there that I liked. The Sly Collection, Twisted Metal. For the Killzone 3 fans, they had a good gameplay demo of that. But that's about it, really. I mean, there's not really much else I can say about that. So that's Sony's conference in a nutshell. The next part and final part of my E3 rundown is going to be a wrap up. I'm going to cover everything that went on at E3. I believe EA, Konami, and such and such. Ubisoft, yeah. They did their own press conferences. I didn't really cover them, so I'm not really going to cover them. But I heard they had some unique stuff out, so you should check them out. I'll explain all that in the wrap up, though. So that was Sony's conference. I would give this one a 2 out of 5. No. I'll give it a 3 out of 5, actually. A 3 out of 5. It was better than Microsoft's. So this is my GameCube 2 telling you guys to check out my E3 wrap up, which is coming up next.